sorry I haven't posted a video in a long time. I'm not sure if you can tell from my voice, but I've been really sick, and also I'm trying not to show too much of my room because it's a complete mess, because I've literally been laying in bed all the time, and I actually have a toilet roll on the desk next to me because I used up all the tissues that we had. So that was fun. Yeah, I've been really sick and then stressed as well because I'm meant to be going on like a mini trip with my boyfriend, and that's the day after tomorrow, so I'm hoping I'll be perfectly fine by then. My lips are so chapped, so I've got like lip balm on. I'm wearing no makeup. I just look terrible, so I'm really sorry about that. I don't have much time because my siblings will be home soon from athletics, so I'm just going to get on with it. This is my March wrap up. I started off the month really well, but then I got sick and I wasn't reading. I was literally like no energy whatsoever, so I couldn't do anything. So in total, I've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books, and I'm also going to mention one that I forgot to mention in my last wrap up. So the first one that I forgot to mention last time was At First Sight by Nicholas Sparks, and I really enjoyed this book. This is my first ever Nicholas Sparks book, and I don't know, I kind of like, I read half of it and then I stopped because I was reading something else, and I reread it. I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, but I don't know. It was like, it seemed so mysterious. I was expecting a lot more, and the mystery wasn't really that shocking. The second book that I read was one that I finished that I'd started reading in February, and that was Serafina, which I still have the price ticket on. Serafina by Rachel Hartman, and I really love this. This is fantasy, and I don't actually know what high fantasy is. If someone could explain that to me, that would be great. This is fantasy, and it's a female protagonist who has a secret, and she lives in a world with dragons, and the dragons are at war with, well, they're not at war. There's kind of like a shaky peace thing going on. I can't think of the word right now. There's kind of a shaky peace agreement between them. That's the word. So yeah, it's really like dangerous times and that kind of thing. And she's got this big secret, and I really enjoyed this. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, and I really want to read the sequel. The third book I read was the first in a series. I don't actually have the first book. I have it as an ebook. So I read that, and that was Secrets of My Hollywood Life by Jen Calamita, and it was, I think you'd call it middle grade. It was meant for younger readers, but I think I'm having a quarter life crisis. So I read that, and then of course I had to read the next 3 books in the series, which were lent to me by a friend. Oh, I have the bookmark in the last one. I was looking for that. Yeah, so this isn't the full series. I still have to read the others, but I don't have them. I need to get them. And I just really enjoyed this. This is about a young girl who is an actress in Hollywood. And it's basically, it's kind of like a Hannah Montana. It's her trying to keep her real world separate from her on-screen world, and the stress she's going through. Like, everyone knows it's her. It's not like the whole I'm Miley Cyrus, I'm Hannah Montana thing. But yeah, these were really good. I really enjoyed these. And finally, at the end of the month, I finished The Miniaturist. And this took me a while to read. I don't know why. But at the end, I read some of it on, I think it was in the last 30 pages I was reading on the train. And at one point I gasped out loud, and the guy started laughing at me on the train. And then when I think it was about 10 pages to go, I was actually at my boyfriend's house. He was playing a game. I was sat next to him reading, and I actually put the book down, and he said, like, why are you not reading us? I just didn't want to read it because I knew what was going to happen, and I knew that I was going to suffer. But I read it, and I cried, and he called me names which I will not repeat here, but he was teasing me. So yeah, I really, really, really love this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Literally, just, if I had to say one thing about this book, it's just plot twists. As in, I thought, it was literally, I thought one thing was one way, then it turned out it was another way, and then it turned out it was another way. It was just, no words. Now there's something I need help with. I never do this, but I am currently reading 3 books at the same time. 4 if you count my school book. So the school book I'm definitely going to carry on reading. This is Los Girasoles Ciegos by Alberto Mendez, which I've already read, but I'm rereading because I have my exams in June. This is The Blind Sunflowers, which I really love the title of. I think it's very deep, and I'm going to explain it because I love it. It was in war times. It's a set of short stories set in war times, the Spanish Civil War, and they call it Blind Sunflowers because there was no hope, and the sun is kind of like a metaphor for hope. So, because there was no hope, the people were like blind sunflowers searching for something to look to. I think it's really beautiful. But then I'm also reading 3 different books at the same time, none of which I've gone very far into, but I just can't make up my mind. So, I'm going to tell you which books they are and a little bit about them, and then you can help me decide if you want to, or if you've read any. So, I have A Desirable Residence by Sophie Kinsella, writing as Madeline Wickham. I've actually read 2 of her books, like Sophie Kinsella writing as Madeline Wickham. I've read Swimming Pool Sunday and something else, Sleeping Arrangements. So yeah, I really enjoy her writing. I'm sure I would enjoy this if I would just like focus on it. The second book I'm reading at the moment is Wednesday's Child by this one is a couple who are trying to sell their house, and I think there's like things going on with the estate agents, like there's something, relationships happen and things like that. So yeah, this is Wednesday's Child by Peter Robinson, and it's a crime novel, and it's a young girl been kidnapped by people pretending to be social workers, and that's basically all I know. It's good so far. It's like the detective's point of view, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I think this is probably the main contender for what I'm going to read. And then the third book I have is An Expert in Murder by Nicola Upson, and I love this book, like the cover. And it says Death Haunts the West End, and it's a woman. So what I've read so far, she's on her way to go and see her own work in theatre, and it's actually about a murder, and then someone gets murdered, and people start getting murdered, and yeah, that's all I know. So leave me a comment with what you think, and yeah, that's the end of my video. I'm sorry for the lack of videos. I'm sorry about that messy bed. These are the books I read this month. Not that many, but considering I've been ill, I'm pretty proud of that. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will try and get more videos up soon. I won't be filming tomorrow because I'll be busy tomorrow getting ready, and then I'll be away until Saturday night. So the earliest I could film is Sunday. So yeah, Sunday or maybe Monday. Sunday I'll probably be spending with my family after I get back, and then Monday my brothers and sister are back at school, so I can probably film it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, comment your thoughts, anything. I'd love to get to know you. Thank you for watching.